Welcome, guys. Welcome. We're back with, Age of Wonders 4 again. I really should play something different, but I just love this game so much. And sort of funny, like, because it's very, very early in the morning. It's like it's 1:30 a.m. I've just woken up, and the first thing I think about is, I wonder what I can do now that we've sort of got the Frostling transformations for the elves. How can we make that work in our favour? If we have a look at the actual realm overview. We're trying to make use of this one here, this Arctic blizzard. So freezing blizzards rage over the realm's Arctic regions. So Arctic provinces are affected by Arctic blizzards. So all surface combat is affected by snowstorm. So when we're in these ones, so all non-frosting transformation units suffer 6 frost damage, and 90% chance of all wet units suffering frozen. I would love to make use of this. Absolutely love to. And that would mean that we need to get tide spirits, which should be pretty cool actually to be able to get those, because I can sort of push my own narrative now to a large extent with the with casting different spells to actually make it so that we do fight in these snowstorms. And so units in these provinces suffer Arctic blizzards. Now we do suffer from this as well. So this unit in the Arctic blizzard, and this unit is in an Arctic blizzard and subject to the following: unit cannot regenerate, has -2 vision range, and this unit suffers universal camouflage. So I think that we actually suffer from that one through there. So we get that one as well. We cannot regenerate. This unit does not heal naturally on the world map. So it's not during combat. It's actually otherwise. Hi Stormham, how are you going? Thank you very, very much for that, for the subscription. So there we go. So closing in on a 50-month streak. That's great. That's awesome. It's it's very humbling for me, to be honest. It's sort of when I see those sort of big numbers. It's really phenomenal. It sort of makes me like, I always forget how long I've been doing this for, but it's been quite some time, and it's just awesome. Anyway, hi McLeod saying, there we go. So it's 4:20 on a Friday. Friday for you. It's Saturday morning for me. So Saturday morning, yep. So hello back as well. All right. Well, that's really the one that we are trying to maximize by going Frostling. Now we also have another issue with these guys. So these are this is actually the enemy that we want to just get in and do some destruction with. These are essentially what we want to do is just find the base level units. The Cruel Deathbringers is the group. This is Necron's forces, and this is just like one of his base type units. And so the Cruel Deathbringers are they're Whiteborn. So Whiteborn is an undead unit with life stealing. Is sort of what that one does actually have. Now if we go and have a look at the undead have some frost protection. So these are going to be the hardest ones we have to fight. They've got blight protection. They've got the spirit. We fight with zeal as well, like a bit of. We do actually fight with some sort of spirit attacks. So that one is also something where we have a little bit of an advantage there, but we do have a disadvantage here. So that's actually fairly important. They're immune to disease as well. Now we have a little bit of disease that we can give out because of the nature aspect that we actually have. Cold-blooded, so the morale loss is hardly anything. Hideous stench, so adjacent enemy units without this trait, which we don't actually have, suffer less resistance and status resistance, and that's a big one if they're using spell casting or magic attacks. Even like magic attacks is going to be an issue for us. We're seeing mainly sort of physical attacks, to be honest. So these are mainly what we'll sort of find is that we're just looking at where it says down here, melee, that means it's a physical attack and goes up against defense. But if it says magic attack, like this one here, for example, is a magic unit. So if I have a look at this particular unit, it's got a death blast, and its ability is magic. So it's a magic attack, and so that goes against resistance. Which, if these guys are standing next to us because of the Whiteborn, then we are going to ultimately end up with a problem, potentially. So they've got the hideous stench and then adaptable as well. So non-hero units gain experience from combat. Okay, they gain a lot. Actually, that's a pretty cool one. They've got the Cult of Death, so there's the dark. Bone sacrifices to build powerful city structures. They cast Morbid Sacrifice. Okay, that's interesting. God, it's such a deep game. Prolific swarmers, they find their strength in fast population growth and overwhelming numbers. So we're going to struggle with these guys, and they can also eat corpses to heal up. So these undead are quite difficult. As you sort of have a look through, they've got the Joy Siphoners down through there as well. So you'll 4 morale per hit. Power from death. So if we were a fire nation, we'd actually do fairly well against these guys. Or if we were purely spirit, we'd do well as well, but we don't have those. The freezing is really going to have to be where we start to push into things. One thing I also don't know if I can use is the... so we've got Blizzard in here. So this is an enemy army spell. And it costs me 80 points, and I've got 90 to spend, so I can actually sort of throw these things out there. Suffer -3 status resistance for 1 world map, and it does do 20 frost damage. And what I was hoping to do was to actually make use of this before I go in and attack. So this will ultimately be the like if I can use this spell to actually bring an attack in, that will actually then create. So what does it do? This one, all units in they suffer frost damage. So I thought it actually changed the nature of the actual battle. This one here, flash freeze. Enemies in the province. This is a terraforming spell. This is it. So enemy units in the province suffer 20 frost damage, -5 status resistance for the world map turn for 1 turn. The province gains snow and ice. The province loses chasm, swamp, and ashlands, etc. So if I can cast that one there, we've already cast Marching Winter. I sort of wouldn't mind having that as one of my favourites. Other ones that we want as favourites. We should have already cast that one. That should be already going. I'm pretty sure we've actually already cast that one. I'll just close that one off and have a look. So someone sending me sub to like a couple of people. Oh, thank you. Even more humbling. I really do appreciate it. So thank you for that one. Now with this one here, we do actually already have the frosting transformation. So we've got this one does. I don't know if it'll show us in here if we have a bit of a look. Arctic blizzards. There we go. Units in this province suffer from Arctic blizzards, snowstorm in combat. Yeah, there we go. So we do actually we are seeing that a little bit in what we have, and this is slowly going to expand out. So we do actually have Arctic blizzards. So we are making it more inhospitable, but very inhospitable for an enemy. So yeah, we do actually we do okay with that. All right, let's move everyone down. We've just taken over the invading sapling as well. So I'm not really ready to go in here. Actually, one thing I do want to have a look at is it's back up in here. So we're getting Keeper's Mark at the moment, Consecrated Domain, and we can now bind the this Ancient Wonder as well. So target owned and annexed gold Ancient Wonder, which we just taken over. It gives us a lot of. This is actually an important one. Yeah, I think I might do this one, like just get it up, get it bound. We're going to need to grow the city a little bit, but that's okay. Look at the Tome Library. So where do we get the title? The tide. What would it be under? Fertility. Yeah, if I can get. Dome of Dragons, there's the Stormborn. Lightning Storm, Stormport, Downpour. So, alters terrain to swamp, becomes downpouring for 3 turns. Downpouring is units in this province become wet. So if I can somehow make it wet and snow and ice, but that's going to then change it to swamp. Does it make it a frozen swamp? I don't think it does. I think it actually changes snow to swamp. So so I don't think that actually works well with what we want. Where else would it be? God, there's so much now, isn't there? It's sort of funny, like when the game first came out, I was, you know, you go and grab all these different DLCs, which would add a whole lot of different tomes, but there's now just so many with the DLCs and things, you don't really need it. Tome of Torment, it won't be that one. Great Transformation, nope, that's Undead. Cold Dark is, these are snow spirits. Actually, that's something that would be good to have as well. Tome of Corruption won't have it. I'm just going to look for these Tide Spirits. Yep, that's not it. Won't be the Souls. Tome of the Tentacle doesn't have it. I've already got most of those things. And Cryomancy is sort of like the start of the ice. We've got all of those already. Then we've got these God Emperor ones. Tome of Prosperity. These are not going to be it. Maybe Nature. One of the things I'm thinking of, but it should actually be focused on water. Like this is Goddess of Nature. Horned God. That would be good to get, I've got to say. The tier 4s for these. Paradise. Stormborn. Oh, here we, no, this is the one. This one we were looking at before. We've got the Stormbringer. Magic Fighter Unit. It's more electrification. Now this is Nature and Shadow. No, sorry, Nature and Magic, that one. Tome of Dragons, Tome of Cycles. No. Vigor. Fertility. Nope. Famous. No. Tome of Beast. No, none of those. Won't be Roots. Tome of the Creator. Tome of Severing. That's not going to be it, of course. Tome of the Dreadnought. Geomancy. No. That's the Rock Giants. Transmutation. Winds. The Wind Rager. It's not quite what we're looking for. Sandstalkers, Constructs, Artificing, Dungeon Depths. No. Shades. No. The Rock, Enchantment, Alchemy. No. Discipline. Tome of Chaos Lords, Crimson Rain, Calamity. No, Calamity Dragons and things like this. Tome of the Demon Gate, that'll be demonic, that'll be fire. So these are all fire related, really. Nothing at all much to do with. So these are all chaos. These are all the Chaos Affinities. So none of those would really be it. Pyromancy, Horde, Warband. We haven't gone that way at all. We don't have any affinities with Chaos at all. So I don't think it's going to be back down here either. I've only got one of the affinities of Astral. So getting these will be difficult as well if they're sort of anywhere further out. Amplification, Teleportation, Scrying. Oh, we're sort of back up the top here, aren't we? I don't know where they are. Oh, there it is. Storm Spirits. Summon lesser Storm Spirits. So there's one there with Lightning Blades. I don't know if it casts wet. It's not a Tidal Spirit. It's a Storm Spirit. So this one here has got a Charge Strike, which doesn't cause wet. Yeah, so this is still not it. So I wonder if Tide Spirits are elsewhere then. If we just Just go back out to the time, hide that one through there. We'll just close that one off. So we'll still keep on going with this keeper's mark. So yeah, that's a weird one. Hi Villabec, how are you going? Now, one thing we can have a look at is we're not stuck yet. We can go back and look at the. Actually, we've got advice. Where's the F1? I think it's just. We'll bring it up. Yep, here it is. So this is the this is the encyclopedia, which for the game is just excellent. So we've got things, for example, like this is the lore. This is the actual units, I think, or this is actually that's cultures, and this is all wildlife. If we go and search for tide spirits and lesser tide spirits, so this is what we're looking for, which causes wet, but it doesn't tell me where we get it from. And if I could somehow recruit these, so it's immune to burning, etc. Tidal wave. This is so ideal for us. If we could somehow get hold of one of these, or a few of these. But where do we get them? Where do we get them? It's all wildlife. I wonder if we look back at the actual at the units. If I do go back into here, this thing goes through all of the stuff that you can go and get. If I go and look at what else is something we can actually then go and get? If we go to light, yeah, there's a light seeker and daylight speed. These, so it's not showing the summons that we can bring in. So they would actually show up in here, unfortunately. And I've just found, if I look up light, like we got the light spirit and the lesser light spirit, it won't tell me where I can get it from, unfortunately. What about we've got things, for example, like the tomes. Maybe if I look up light here, yeah, we've got a light bringer, but it doesn't actually tell me the so it's not giving me the light spirit. Look up tide and just see if there's anything. No, there's nothing there for tide. Wet? No. I don't know. Have you tried the new Heroes of Might and Magic, Daz? Yes, it's very good, David. It's yeah, very, very. It's very good without being awesomely great. So yeah, it's a game that I do mean to keep on playing more of it actually. So I'll see how that one goes. So yes, still was saying I tried Temple Hive and Schism. I think I forget. I really only have tried the Temple mainly because that's sort of like your vanilla faction. But no, I was very impressed with it. It's just, but it just doesn't have the depth of combat that I would love to have. I actually think some of the indie games actually extend that beyond what the new Heroes of Might and Magic actually does do. So in terms of the actual physical combat, so the physical combat for me is still a little bit weak, and also the micromanagement of trying to get all of the different bits and pieces, all the spawns and stuff like that, all the resources, needing to go and visit every one of those every week, is something that always annoyed me with the original game, and that's still, of course, in there as well. So, my stream, I forgot to change the stream settings. Sorry, guys. Anyway. Structures. Just look and see if there's any tide stuff there. No. I don't know how we're going to find, how we're going to get these tide spirits. That would make such a big difference. One thing I can do is give all my heroes like a wand of wetness or something like that, which I think would be really, really cool. So we'll just get back out of there. And we do have the item forge, actually, so let's have a look and see what we can do. Now, we do actually have Archon Blood, Frost Damage, this one here, Blood Glass, Astral Dew, Lightning Damage, Spell Casting. This one, we've got Tranquility Pool, Weaken Enemies. I would almost assume that one would actually bring in the wetness. Then the others we're not going to find. This is spirit protection, spirit damage, blight damage, haste berries, evasion. I don't think the others are going to do much. Physical, accuracy, range, etc. So I think that if we go and just go back and just create, and I'm thinking we just start with a wand. So let's just go down and build a wand of wetness or something like this, and just see if that's something that we can actually sort of get done. So we have so different wands in through here. We also have different sort of amulets. Like, so for example, this is a trinket. So it can be used with passive infusions that are often good on the world map. So any of these will sort of do that one. Let's just try one of these trinkets. Let's just get this bottle here, which looks a bit like water. So can we apply wetness to it? And no, we can't. All right, so there's not a real lot we can do there. What's inspiring presence? While in combat, this and other friendly units have a 25% modifier for positive morale gain, which is nice. Let's get rid of that. Change that one to wands. Freezing blast. There's nothing there for wetness. It's not bad. Mass heal. What else can we do then in that case? So trinkets and wands that don't really do it. Rings. Yeah, these are more about protection than anything. I don't think it's going to be any of the others. We try weapons. Staves, magical orbs. These are fire bolts. I think she always starts off with fire bolts no matter what you do. If I just grab that one through there, I can then change this one to frost damage. And try lightning damage. But I think frost damage is going to be the one that would actually then sort of add in to everything else we're doing. And then we just need other bits and pieces. Inflict bleeding. Inflict wet. There we go. Base attacks have a 90% chance of inflicting wet. So this is we've got 2 units that can use orbs. I think we've got 2. This is something again that would be quite nice. And then we can do other things around that as well. So inflict wet. This is the tranquility pool. Alright, so that's one area we can get the wetness. Now I don't know if we get a second tranquility pool, if it then leads to other things. Like if we go back to this one through here, the rainbow clover is sending its, so this one does spirit damage. Like if we go back up to spirit damage, we can see that there may be other ones where it requires rainbow clover. Sometimes it requires, yeah, this one requires 2 rainbow clover to get this critical hit chance in here. So that is, yes, that's just baseline. Then we have this one, then we have this one here as well. So that is, that's where you get multiples. But I don't know if there's anything, like if we look at some of the bigger numbers, if we go back to just grab a different type of weapon. Like we were going to create a sword. Actually, that's a good one for us to consider. Look, let's just use a. This is one-handed sort of weapons. If we give our if we just start with just a base sword, a baseline sword here. So if we do again just a frost damage, we have to choose what type of sword it actually is. And then we have whirlwind, wail of the banshee, assassin strike, provoke. So I can put secondary elements in there. And again, you can see that it's got the same sort of stuff. Inflict bleeding, inflict wet. So I can actually put wetness down. I just can't use a spell of wetness. It's sort of funny that I can't, you know? Like, it's sort of strange. If we go to some of these other ones in blindness, yeah, this one requires 2 haste berries, which we have. So you can see there's certain more overpowered things where we can sort of get like 2 haste berries. We end up getting a different type of different types of weapons and stuff. Which is why I'm sort of half thinking, what does this one here do? Lightning. Are we ready yet? No, we haven't sort of gotten rid of anything just yet. I think that this is, I'll just close that one off. If we have a look at the, actually no, we can do it from in there. If we have a look at the arsenal that we currently have. Now I think I want to keep this one. With the damage reflection. We've got the life-stealing spark caller. This is a anything that disables mounts I can sell off. So I'm going to disenchant that one, just so I can start to pick up some of these things up through here. This is shooting bow. We don't have anyone that can make use of that one really. Not in reality. So I'm going to disenchant that one. The icy sphere. What does that one do? Frost bolts. Actually, it can become taunted as well, which, again, I probably don't really want that one. The Pyromancer's Orb. So this one here does fire bolts, and I don't want fire. So I will actually disenchant that one as well. Staff of Radiance. It's only range 2. The Crown. I mean, definitely get rid of these tier 1 items. I'm not going to be using those. Got the Hardy Cloak. This is something that I should use. Shielding Plate. Ring of Concealment. We're not going to need that. Disenchant that one. Signet of the Killer. Yeah, I'll disenchant that as well. Warding Signet. That's not bad. Status Resistance is a good one. The horse mounts we can disenchant. Got a few of these and ponies. We're not going to use any tier 2 mounts either now. We've got sort of what we've got is too strong. So we can get rid of those. And then we do have the barbed shield as well. So I'm not really going to worry about those either. So we'll just disenchant that one as well. Okay, so we've got a few, we've now got 50 of the binding fragments, which is not enough. Used to create tier 3 custom items in the item forge. Now the Hardy Cloak would give me 75 of those. Let's see what we can do here. Now we did want to change the weapon. If we just close this and have a quick look at our heroes. And inspect. So at the moment we've got a tier 2 weapon here, which is just a melee strike, a lethal Frostbringer. Grants plus 40% critical hit damage, which is not terrible. And then he's also then got the shielding protector in through here. Here with stone walls, so we've sort of made use of that one. Tiberna is still just using a tier 1 orb. Really should probably, although we're going to need the spirit bolts. So I'll keep that one where we've got it. Like, she's actually quite powerful now, even just with that low level unit. Actually, she's got 2 level ups after that last fight. Maybe we'll just go back and have a look at these as well. Began didn't level up. So Began's got this Skirmisher of Cleaving, which is what I do want to change. So this one here does frost strikes. It spreads disease. Again, not going to be of any use at all for what we're doing. So we do want to get Began's stuff gone and replace that, so we can actually put a good shield in there with a good weapon. So let's go and build Began a sword. Falcons does have this one through here, the Frost Blast. Only tier 2. Yeah, can use orb weapons again. That would be better for me to do that. You know, I think I'll actually get the Warding Signet here instead. We'll confirm that one. Now we've got the Cloak of Hexing as well. What have the others got? Yeah, I'm happy for her to have what she's got there. Yeah, but Vegan's fine. The Hardy Cloak. Let's confirm that as well. Now we do have the Icy Sphere. You know, the taunting is a problem, but I think I'll still do it. Let's go and throw that one in there. Now I don't actually have a mount. I got rid of all the mounts. We'll need to find a different one. It's funny, I thought we had another mount. I thought we had a bear or something. Yeah, and everyone else has got flying mounts. Oh, hang on, I didn't actually choose it. I'll confirm that one as well. So we'll start to sort of try to bring in the various mounts. So we'll close that one there. And we can eventually get weaponry that will then cause a wetness for all of them, but we want to start off with Began's sword. We want this to be a fairly powerful sword. So if we go back across into here again, forge the item. So we just want a basic one-handed weapon, a striking sword. This is going to do, now I'm thinking we could do spirit damage. So this is per item tier. So this is going to do extra damage per item tier. Now I can see, I don't think anyone's going to have protection against spirit. They do have protection against frost. But we then get bonuses with the frost damage if we got frozen units and things. But I think we'll go with spirit here. Sorry about my throat, it's just got a bit of a cough. So, you definitely want to go and get Inflict Wet. So we're going to go that way. This is now just going to cost 110. We've got a heap of these points. I don't know how long that'll take to do. Inflict Weakened is a good one as well. Inflict Slowed, Poisoned, Distracted. Some of the other ones in Blinded is a good one as well. Now the Blinded is minus 50% accuracy on missile and magic attacks and cannot perform retaliation attacks. Fiend Slayer, no we don't need that. Animal Slayer, Retaliator, Life Stealing, Heal 25 temporary hit points. I mean that's a nice one as well, just to sort of keep things thumping along. Now it requires 50, which is all we actually have in 2 turns to do this one. To see if there's anything else we can then go and get. Extra retaliation, which we don't need. 20% critical hits. Now we don't really, that's probably not, if I go and get that one, it's now 100, which I can't afford. So I'll remove that. Do we want to remove this as well? That's the important one. Affecting. Yeah, we don't need that either. Inflict Weakened. Yeah, we can do that one. That one still brings it weakened, wet, and spirit damage. Let's go with that one there. This is a tier 3, or item tier 2, which is fine. So that's actually going to be a nice little sword for Began. So we'll go and forge this one. And we're not using up any of these points, so we can eventually sort of save up for something else with that one. So we'll get that in one turn. The Slicer of Weakening. Well, it's actually going to be we could have called it the Wet Slicer of Weakening, but anyway, that's okay. We'll just go and close that one off. So we are now building this in one more turn, and then we can give that to Began. Now we have your ruler leveled up, so she actually did well in that last fight. She is now level 11. We're nearly up to here, which is great. So we can now sort of go into this other side, Elemental Mastery. So Disciple of Storms gains lightning protection. Discipline of Earth, yeah, okay. Discipline of Frost. It's frost damage. Let's go that way. And then we can go down this way as well. Sunder Earth, so deals damage to enemy units. Now we did start off with Earth, because we didn't know what we were doing at the start. So Sunder Earth always hits, deals damage to enemy units in 1 hex radius. Targets are knocked out of defense mode and lose all retaliation strikes. That's not bad, is it? That's very, very good. So we'll throw that one in there. She's got lots of magic power now. Confirm those two. Awesome. We'll just close that one off. So she's getting more and more powerful. I think we'll actually have to go and build her a special Spirit Bolt weapon, just so that she can actually really sort of also cause wetness and other sorts of attacks. Like an area of effect attack that does wetness would be just phenomenal in this game with what we're doing. So everyone was damaged after we came out of this particular location. So they're all healing up now. So we will sort of heal up from this particular one. Let's see how long before we get the next. We've got something affecting our growth. We do have 21. I don't know if there's. I don't think there's a limit. I've got a funny feeling there's something affecting our actual growth. I think it was only for one turn. I think we can still keep on doing other things. What if I release something else and then go back from there? And the other thing I can do is put down I don't know if this one actually. Anyway, let's not worry about it. We've got time. We've got 6 turns before we get this one anyway. Whoops. All right. So we keep on going. Yes, Tom, I'm saying really like the Temple cavalry units. So this is in Heroes of Might and Magic. Yeah, I do mean to keep on playing that a little bit, but I just love this game too much. So, hi Impaluco, how you going? All right, let's keep on going. So these units are hidden in the forest. We do have like snow spirits and things in amongst them. We can go underground here, and I do sort of want to now just bring in forces to sort of start this process. That one move, yeah, that one can. That one can as well. These are all sort of support type units. Now we do actually have Began's force was here, and is it Began? No, sorry, Sapior is who we took in. So we want Sapior to go back. His force can now just go back into here somewhere. Go into there just to keep them hidden. All right, so Sapior's now got his army back again. Now we did actually have this light spirit going in with this particular group, but do we want someone else in there? And I would argue that we probably do. That's Began's force there. Again, fairly strong. Just bring them down. Yeah, I've got this one here. I think I'll bring that one across. We've already got one of them, but if I bring two in, I also really do like the witches, but I don't pay any upkeep on if I bring this one across into the this is a tier 4 unit. So let's keep on making so that she's actually got all of the big units. So we have some protection with some of these other units, so we'll go and bring this one across. And these are really just going to be here just to sort of bring up the rest of the forces if we do need it. Actually, we've got these spirit fairies as well. Winter fairies with frost bolts and hindering blizzard. I think I'd prefer to keep them with this. And we'll just move that one down as well. Keep them all in there. And this one here, I might just send that one back home for now. And just leave that one where that is. And we would need to get falcons with some other ways of sort of getting transport. Okay, so we've got our whole army together, which now I'm really, really keen to smash these guys. Comes Fengir, so they're going to, of course, destroy this city. There's nothing much I can do about that. They're going back underground again. This is good for me. Wow, they have got so many forces. Now, this is a force that's coming up to attack us. So at the moment it's a risky battle for us to do anything with our units. So we'll just hold back a little bit. Your vassal Runeforge is under siege. So this is this one over here. It's going to give up in 2 turns. There's really not a lot we can do about that. I can't get there. I can't get close enough to it. Like if we go page up or page down, it's directly below here. There is a way down there. She doesn't seem to sort of show, does it? Let me have a look. If I look at this one here, that one's too far away. We can't get across there. So we need to find a way up in here. If I just zoom out a little bit, look, there's one there. And there's others down in here. So these here are just too far away for us to be able to help. Yeah, there's nothing close. That's the other one, that's where they're coming from. So that's actually, yeah, so their forces are coming from that location. Anyway, nothing much we can do about that one. All right. So, and then these, of course, are just miles away. What was this one? This one was a trainer, wasn't it? Yeah, we've already used that guy up. All right, let's get back to it. And so next, oh, they've come out already. They're right here. Awesome. Okay, well, they've actually come into exactly what we want. So we can now test out some of these, some of what we've got. So let's go and get Began's Force. So this is Began the Brave, and we're going to change over the Slicer of Weakening. So this is the weapon that we just built for him. So we've now got this one, which then allows us to now put the Shielding Defender on as well. So he can now use that, and so he's now decked out about what we would want him to be. We've got nothing else we can do down through there. So that's so he's now a lot more powerful with the wetness. So if we can essentially fight in the snow, we're going to do well. Now the first attack we do here is going to ultimately cause. So this is where hiding in the forest has worked in our favour. So we'll just go and confirm that. Just make sure he is now completely set up. He's got a lot of power here. The melee strike, so 90% chance of inflicting wet for 3 turns. That's phenomenal. Like this means that anyone he attacks has got a very, very high chance of becoming frozen if we can fight in frozen territory. So, and I'm pretty sure, one thing I'm not sure is, can I cast the spell inside other people's territory, or do I need to? Can I cast it out in neutral territory, or do I have to do it inside friendly territory? So this is actually not our own territory, so we'll just test this one out. So we do actually have, now who do we want to attack? Let's have a quick look and see. 809, 1400, wow. 929, and then we've got 1200. So we've got a couple of really powerful ones. So really it's going to be whichever one of these we want to attack. They've got a lot of these bone horrors. Yeah, we've got a lot of different sorts of fighters. This is going to be an epic battle, I think. But I think we'll start here. So let's just go across and get our flash freeze. Actually, if I just close that one? Funny, we don't have the standard ones. Let's just go through each of them. Domain is being invaded. Yep, that's fine. Another ruler started negotiating. Back over here. Good to know. So we don't really need to worry about that one. I think we're sort of, we're only 1 turn away to get vassalage here. So we're fine. So we are absolutely fine there. Back to vassalize, that's good as well. Slicer of Weakening has been now built, so that's great. Close. Actually, I might go back to the item forge. And now we will build a spirit orb. Magical orb. Spirit damage. Inflict wet. Inflict weakened, I think, is a good thing we can do there. Now we can. This is 1 turn to get this one for 180. If I grab anything else, distracted, decaying, condemned, blind is a good one. I'll just go with 1 critical hit or 20% critical hit damage here. It then costs me what I need to have there. This is base attacks deal plus 20% damage on critical hits. We will get critical hits, but I don't think I'll worry about that one. Let's remove that for a second. Just see if there's anything else we would want to get with this. This gives them less status resistance. That's a good one as well. I will throw that one into the mix. So we'll throw this one in. Now that's 50 points, which is all we actually have. So we'll forge. Actually, if I go back to the arsenal, I don't have anything there other than just the basic points. So we will forge this one. It's going to take 2 turns. So we're not going to have this one for this next attack, but it will come for the future attacks. Now we have got 90 casting points. The flash freeze cast is 75. So if I now throw this one into the mix here, so I can, it looks like I can actually hit it anywhere I like. Now they're going to take the strong, like this, the first one that I go with is going to, actually I don't know if it'll cast it back over here. I'm sort of interested to know if I can do it inside enemy territory. But this is where we want to attack. So this one has got a low, like a lower point. But if I go and hit one of the high level guys, it's then going to do the damage. So we end up with 20 frost damage on all of the units there. And also -5 status resistance. That's the most powerful. So let's go and hit this one. It means we're going to be fighting this one, and this one in one go. But that's okay. We can do that. So that province has now also been set up. Did that one take any damage? That one took damage as well. So it's always in the actual province itself. So they've all taken a little bit of damage. So they've gone from 1400 to 1200. So they've dropped it a little bit as well. So that's the start. So we now actually have blizzards in this particular location. So Arctic blizzards are operating here because we've got snow. So, yep, units in this province suffer Arctic blizzards and snowstorm in combat, which again is ideal for us. All non-frosting transformations units suffer 6 frost damage, at the end of the attacker's turn. And then we've got so 90% base chance of all wet units getting frozen. So again, we definitely need Began in this fight. Now, everyone we have in here. The Houndmaster is still Honourable Fey. Why is that red? So this one is a Frostling transformation with leaf skin. Not sure why that's coming up as red. Anyway, that's fine. So I think Began's force is good with what we end up having through here. Got some pretty powerful units there. Definitely need her as well. So she's got 1500 points now with the 2 knights. That's good. We've got a Bannerman there for support. Probably don't really need them as much. But we'll just now move these in. So we're attacking into this particular region. So I'll move her up and around. Use Began as well. I mean, he's got 1200 points. And so this one here, Sapior, he's got a couple of melee. Well, he's melee as well. It's only 1,000 points. So as long as he's close enough, he will also be part of this as well. So I'm thinking if we just go in here, yeah, it's those three. So we've got 3,900 versus 3,200. So we'll just do a quick save. But we're going to be going into the ice fight. I love it when a plan starts to come together. So the combat enchantment we have is blizzards or snowstorm. So none of these are frosting transformation. These are whiteborn. So they still actually have frost protection, but nothing much really. So let's go into manual combat. So this is a massively important fight. Exosion 87 is saying, is it better to attack the lowest stack for the first fight? Yes, it is. Great observation, and I guess in one sense, why am I not doing that? And the reason I'm not doing it is because of that spell that we cast. So. And I was going to cast it on the less stack, so I could still fight in the snow, but I then don't get the benefit of the damage that it causes. So it started off. See, all of these now have to waste their turn healing themselves up, and so they're not going to be able to do much with that afterwards. So they've all suffered 20 frost damage. So it weakened this group. In fact, it weakened 2 groups. I didn't realise that it actually weakened like all the groups that were actually in that province. But that's yeah. So it's a good start for us. So we're frostlings in the like in the snow, which is gives us a big advantage against units that generally would actually do fairly well against our type of attack. This is still going to be a difficult fight, and we're going to have to be fairly careful with the way that we actually sort of approach this. Don't know why there's a dead unit there. That may be from the from previously. Yeah, I'm not sure what the dead units in there are for. So they've got a lot of different units. Let's just go through who we're up against and how we have to then sort of go and approach this. But yeah, it's one of these. So the absolute weakest unit we didn't actually end up attacking. But yeah, generally I would do that. But you can see that all of these have now suffered a bit of damage. Like if we have a look at this particular one, this Pursuer has actually lost a lot of hit points, and that was because of the spell. So it sort of made it so that this was an easier one. If I had have attacked, I could have still no. If I had have attacked the other one, which wasn't in the frost, like if I had have attacked the weaker unit, I wouldn't be fighting in the frost terrain. So it's been pulled into the frost terrain. I hope that makes sense. Like it's we had to fight in a snow terrain for that to for this to kick in, and so all of these things, like a lot of these things, have had to now use up. Things where they've actually gone and corrected what they have done. Like I'm not sure which ones have done that initial one. The Death Guards. Is that one there? Healthy Vitality. Yeah, this unit gains 20 temporary hit points. So this one can't use this one now for 3 turns. So it's so they can't do the automatic healing. Okay, let's have a look at our tier 3 units, because we don't have any tier 4s for their side. These guys here, the Bone Horrors, have got charge strikes, not massive damage. Okay, 20. Yeah, this is just a standard charging unit. Big numbers here though with the hit points. So they do actually have a lot of. They've got a lot of base protection, but not very much in terms of magic protection, which is good. They've got a couple of those in there as well. So about 100 points each, which is a lot. And we've got another couple of them. So there's 1, 2, 3. That's it. Tier 2 units, they've mainly just got these sort of these Death Guards, which are going to be mainly protecting. Now we don't fight well against these units. They've actually got pole arms, which will do plus 40% damage to cavalry and large target units. And if we have a look even at our basic units, like our, which one is it? This one here, for example. If we have a look and see the nature of what this one actually is, we are looking at, I think this one is, now technically it's flying, but I think it's technically now cavalry. That's logistics, yeah, cavalry. So this is it's mounted on an animal. So that means that those units now fight well against all my baseline units. So we've got this, we've been able to buy eagles for all of our baseline units, but it means that these units get a big advantage against them. So we have to be careful of those. They've just got a standard old support unit back through there, which can raise undead. Don't really need to worry about that one so much. We have these, like Bellandor the Strong, who does actually have lightning evocation. And then just a melee strike. Wow. Strike enemy units, the disease, thunder defense, frozen, polearm, life stealing. Wow, that's a lot. How does he get so much? Tier 4. Okay, this is a pretty amazing pike weapon that he's got. Okay, not that we want to use that ourselves, but so even if we pick it up, it's not something that I'll be wanting to make use of. But I would like to pull that apart so we can actually then sort of get the parts and build something more powerful. Back over here, we've got Necron the Risen, is tier 8, so he's actually got Frostbringer of Giant Slaying. So this one here is Frozen, Giant Slaying, increased accuracy, ignored status resistance. Wow. Reclaim and life stealing. Again, a massive attack here with what he's got. He's got the wolf, so he's got enfeebling howl, channeling ritual, conjure animal, hex pact. That's something we have to be a little bit careful of. Nothing too much. So flash freeze is what he's being. So he's got his status resistance. Look at this. Like even got spirit weakness there of 4. Sorry, where do we get up to? Status resistance there is only 3. So his natural status resistance would be much, much higher. This means that we can actually then cause freezing a lot more easily because we've got the flash freeze into this particular location, which is fantastic for us. Yeah, he's got a lot of stuff going. Slip away as well. Juggernaut, yeah, wow. Yeah, very, very powerful. Yeah, it's a range 6. I don't think we can really do much to protect ourselves against those. We've got some Mortalists back in through here, which have just got decay bolts. So on this other side, this is Began's area is coming back through here. So I think that we sort of switch over and mainly sort of keep away from that group, invite them into the area down the bottom through here. Began does have taunt or provoke, mending touch. Began doesn't have great skills here, like in terms of being able to protect himself. So I will just keep these. Now we've got 3 of those that can get out to here. Let's invite them in, just so we can start to bring the others up. It's just slightly outside of what that thing... Actually, am I really worried about that one charging in? 26 damage. It does gain 20% damage per hex. I just don't want these other ones being able to hit me as well. It would be maximum in there. Now, I don't really have much else I can do there. Actually, I can do that. Bring these hounds in. That's what they're there for. Yeah, to soak up the damage. This is the Hound Master. And what else have we got? The longbowman. The longbow I wanted to sort of try to get across if I could. And we can sort of hide in here a little bit. Let's just do that initially for them. That allows this one to at least get into a position where it can start to do attacks. I'm not going to worry too much about what it does do. The Bannerman, nothing much it can do at this stage. Yeah, the Hound Master again. Then we've got the White Witch. Put the White Witch there. Hound Master there. These will start to sort of make their way down the hill. We've got other surprises for them as well, of course. So we want to wipe this one out, but I think I can do that one pretty much with Sapior's Force. Sapior's got a lot better physical protection. That's mainly what we're going to be finding with these guys. This thing here can get down to here. So what I can do is I can actually bring Sapior up with the others and actually force this fight. None of the others can really get across there. This Bellandor the Strong. So let's actually start this one, just move this one up along with this unit. So let's just bring these together. And when I do that, we then end up going to stone wall in there, which now gives me 1811. It also makes this one into a 14-7. And then I can put the hound up ahead of them in there. Again, these are sacrificial. And lock that one in as well, which will now really boost it. It's now at 8-3, so when this thing does attack, you're still going to cause a lot of issues, but not against the others. So I don't know if it will bother attacking Sapior. Anyway, that's not going to really worry us too much. How far can it get? Can it get all the way down to there? Just keep that one coming back up. The knights. We get the knights ready to charge into here. Now we've got our queen. I want the queen back over this other side because this is where the main fight's going to take place. Yeah, that's what we want. We want to draw them in. Okay, we've got the white witch there. Bring that one across. Just get the support from the bannermen. And bring those up. Now I can still actually fire at this one. Now what I can do is I can actually go back to the queen, because she has got a fair few little tricks. This one here, though, decisive command. So I'm going to give that one another go again. Now she'll get that one back again in a couple of turns. So don't need to really worry about what she's doing there. Let's go and lock her down now. Our archers are amazingly strong. Okay, that's good. So we'll lock you down as well. So we've now sort of got everything pretty much where we want it. There's nothing much else we can do. So we'll just end our turn here. They can now start to use spells, so we now have to be starting to be careful. What spell will they do? Necronize. Necrotize, there we go. We'll look and see what that one does. So we now have the White Walkers in the snow. Now that's interesting. They've again, the AI in this game is so good. Like it really is. Like they didn't take the bait with anything, but that's okay because we can still actually now move up ourselves. Our flying ability gives us big advantages to smash. I can smash any of these, so I can actually get into pretty much any of these different areas. We also have some quite powerful units. So if I go and charge attack this one here, we can then at least sort of destroy that one where it is. So let's just go and hit this one now. Or I can actually take that one. No, there's a retaliation strike there. There's no retaliation here. We'll have a look at some of the others. Now they've actually now they've weakened the area through here. Necron himself has come across here. Actually, what does this one do? Necrotize. Target enemy unit sustains 10 frost damage and 10 blight damage. Now, which one did they cast that on? I'm not seeing it on anything there. If I just go back and just see if... Oh, knight, on one of our knights. Oh, this one here. No, that's a warhound. Hang on. only got 2 knights. We've got this one here. And that one. Oh, this one here. Yep, this one's got decaying for 3 turns. Shouldn't really worry me that much. Yep, so it'll become a decaying zombie if it does die. But everything else is fine for us, so I don't think I need to really even consider that one at all. Let's just leave that one alone where that is. This is where the game, like, we really now have to be very, very careful as to how we sort of then take things on. Like, if I move this one up, if I end up 1, 2, 3, 4, so I can move 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, I can move to there. I'm not going to be able to get any of those. So I might as well use it against this, if we can do it. I'll just start with this. I don't think there's anything else that's really going to be able to... yeah, I'd have to move this one up. I've got 40% there. Still got 2 shots there. But I'll wait until I've got a few other little bits and pieces. Let's just go and pull this one in if we can. So there's a 100% chance we're going to pull this one in. This is a legendary legend rank. So we'll smash this one. So it's been constricted, so it can't move from there, which now does open this one up. I've only got a 65% chance to hit it, but I think it's still worth it. I could also use this against this unit. And it's a 100% chance to hit. This one does have some frost protection, but I think I might take that. I've got a couple of these units that can actually hit him. I think that one there doesn't really get a shot unless I move up there, but I can actually do this. I'll take both of these shots. Getting rid of their heroes is a good thing. Do the same with this one. And we now actually have the knight as well that can actually hit that and do some damage. And then, of course, we've still got Sapior as well. Won't do much damage there. There is retaliation coming back the other way. What else have we got? With the White Witch, 60% chance there with 2 shots. 85 there is good. We've just got some basic units coming back through this other side. Yeah, there's 49% chance of constricting this one, and we've got 2 shots at him. Yeah, he's been constricted, so it can't move. Now, it's got steadfast there. Yeah, so it's going to, when we kill it, it's going to be alive for 1 more turn. Well, I think we'll let's take this. Oh, now the other thing we wanted to do right from the start here is to constrict everything. So we actually have Core Grasping Vines. So every turn in combat, all enemy units have a 50% chance of becoming immobilized for 3 turns. This is super powerful. We've got 125 casting points. That's really what's the only thing that's important. This is 35. So just target an empty hex. So this one is immobilized, can't move. So we can now sort of see where's the threats coming from. They can't move, so they're all stuck. So they've got nothing else that they can actually then go and do. There's still some units down in here, but these are all going to be blocking the units that can get through. So this completely changes the complexion of the combat. This one's now down to 1. So our steadfast kicked in. Just going to make sure. Oh, there it is. There, yeah. So steadfast. This unit can have fewer than 1 hit points. So I think that we've actually now that one next turn will actually then disappear. Just double check. Yeah, I'm pretty sure next turn we then can destroy him. Now that means we can come back in here. And just cancel a retaliation strike there. And then it also means we've got all of these different units which we can now just, at our leisure, just come back in. Now we do have a few different units back in there that I can't quite reach properly. So let's just hit this one. Now we do also have Bless, gaining Fortune. Yep, and we don't need to do any of these. So let's just go across into here. And we want to protect these. So just move that one up and put that into a shield wall. Again, we've got a big hit here. This one here has got a shot where it can actually sort of do a bit of damage out to some of the units. It's not going to do much damage out that way. That little pursuer. And again, I don't think we have to worry about this one so much. It's more now just thinking, like, do I switch it to this side or do I switch it to this side? I think if I switch it to this side, I've then got the chance to sort of do big damage in there. So it's now, I think this is becoming the bigger threat. Now we do actually have this Mortalist on the edge here. And I can do a lot of damage here just with this longbow unit. I can do that one as well, just to slow it down. It's a big unit, so we end up getting a lot of... you can see they've all got frost protection. So it just limits the damage we can do. We do have the Constrictor. And again, it would be useful. Not so much for that unit's going to be able to charge in. What sort of damage can it do? Oh, it's actually been... oh, it's still there. Bone Horror. You can hit that one, but not for much damage. Okay, can't reach the others. You can only really reach that one there. So in that case, I'll focus on this unit. And in reality, what we can just do here is I can actually pull that one in. Now this, that's the Bannerman, sorry. This one here, I can just move it across, just so we're away from all of these guys. And just drag it in. It's only a 66% chance to pull it. Let's just try that again. Move up to there. I then get into the range of what these guys can then go and do. So I don't really want it to. I don't want to drag these out too much. Got 2 shots from there. I think I'll still take the option. Let's just see if we can do it. Yep, we got it. Now it's been constricted and we do have the hideous stench, but we should be able to now kill it off. Oh, I didn't really do that in the right spot. It's been destroyed. So we are going to need to move across and deal with both of these. Just going to charge that one up to there. These are spawned in, so they're not really all that important. Now back over here, these have got the Spirit Blast, the Smite, which will actually cause some issues for them. Let's just move it this way, and we'll roll up this area through here. Good. Again, the immobilizing, that's now been constricted, so it can't move away from there. So we now actually have our central areas. I've already used that one. So we can charge in pretty much anywhere. We can almost kill off Necron. Well, let's focus on that. Wow, that's big. That is big. Yeah, let's kill Necron off. So we have a massive attack there. Now, does Necron have... now, Necron's already just healed up a little bit with that particular attack. Just see if Necron's got Steadfast as well. I don't think I saw it there. Slip away. So when he does die, that's what's going to happen. Now, I don't get the kill there just yet. Began also doesn't really get it. There is a bit of retaliation coming back that way. So Began, we've got Wet as well, which is going to then try to cause some freezing going on. Let's move that one across. Yeah, we can freeze that one for 100%. Yeah, it's got like this is why we can freeze it so easily. And we also have this one as well, which can then come back in and freeze some of the others. The beacon can fly over the top. So by casting that spell at the very, very start, it's made them super susceptible to these attacks. And that means that if we do now bring this one in, we get our kill, but he then gets slip away, which will then sort of end up with him being somewhere else on the map. Still alive. Oh no, he just got his 15 there. So what have we got? We got he's still frozen in place. So let's have a quick look and see if Slip Away has now sort of been activated. Don't know if it's actually been activated. It says he gets 15 temporary hit points. We can probably look at it from in here just to see that last attack. Oh yeah, here we go. So Necron has died but has risen again. Sustains 44. Night gains Grace, but then he's been healed for 14. So he's actually come back into the fight. So we can't kill him off this turn, but we do have him for next turn. So really the only things that can actually now hit us is this one here, which won't really do any real damage. Got a couple of weaker units back this way as well. A lot of these just can't actually do much. That one there has got hemorrhaging bolts, which can do a bit of damage. So we still have Began to use. Now, Beacon's going to cause wetness. With his special weapon, and I think we need to make use of this. Let's see if we can actually wet this thing and get it to freeze. So it's only a 40% chance of making it wet, but let's just try it. Something popped out of there. So these decaying zombies popped out of it, for whatever reason. This one is not wet, so the wetness didn't work. We still actually have this unit. So spirit weakness, that one's got spirit weakness as well. Let's just keep on going up against that one. That was a critical hit. Now this knight, we have other attacks now that we can go and do. I think I'll target this one here, just so we can smash it next turn. Yeah, that's looking good. So yeah, the grasping vines is going to again help us enormously. Now that's a good attack again. So that's everyone now moved. I'm just going to do a quick save. You can save and quick save in the in combat, which is really, really useful. So we'll get Necron killed next turn. There's another... Isn't there 3 heroes? There's one there. Where's the third? Got Necron there, that's 2. There is only the 2. And our turn. So a bit of damage down that way, which is fine. They did use Rite of Bloodletting. They're going after Began. Cause blindness, that's not going to worry us. Then we can kill Necron off. So once we kill Necron, that's pretty much the end of them. So we've now got new ones that have now been sort of constricted. This guy will be killed off this turn. Necron will be killed off straight away now. So we'll find that this one, so they've used blood, so Necron the Risen used this is Rite of Bloodletting. So target friendly units sustains 5 unblockable physical damage. Then all enemy units within 2 hexes sustain 10 physical damage, gain 2 bleeding. So this whole group down in here suffered from that one, but it doesn't matter. So we'll cancel the retaliation there. Let's just get these done, so we can then kill that one off using Sapir. I don't think they come back to life. Don't know why it's going through all these moral blessings and things. We have this one here where we can just do multiple attacks. It's been constricted. Now we need to get these up into the fight. I think one hit here is going to be enough. I don't want to move them too close up. Yep, that gets that one killed with 85%. So that's one of the heroes down. I don't know what Moral Blessing does. Does it tell us? Death of another has granted this unit +5 hit points and +2% critical hit. So the more that they die, the more that they get killed, the better off they are. Again, that's so necromantic, isn't it, really? Now, this one again, we've got to bring this one up. So we'll just get these so we can start to hit the different units. I'll kill that one off. Again, they're all getting lots and lots of these blessings. I'm not sure how many they can get, but this is good for us. We also want to make sure that we smash. Now, the knight is going to survive whatever they throw at him, so let's just go and grab it, because most of these guys, you can see, have all got the vines are all over the place. Now, we can smash this one. Now, this one actually got a lot of health back. We can kill that one there, which I'll take. Again, they all get their moral blessings. A charge strike against that one, which will free up Began. That one there is dangerous, but I don't want to go to the back there just yet. We've got 2 shots there, 2 shots there, so I'll go all the way back over to here. We can kill this one off. Come on, get wet. Weakened and wet. Yeah, there we go. We're not seeing the benefit of the wet just yet. So that's been destroyed. So we've still got all of these as well. This has just got the one shot, so they've sort of maneuver here to get like a better position. That's good. We don't have that just yet, so next turn we can then make use of this. Now the Frostfire I can use again. So what I can do there is I can actually go in and use this Ritual of Elements. So refreshes all our cooldowns. So let's go and use that. That then brings back the Frostfire, which then gives me this big attack in here. She's so powerful now. So, like, she's just incredible. So I really have my choice here as to what I want to go after. This unit is still immobilized. They're pretty much all immobilized except for that unit there. Look, I'll just keep on going this way, I think. Actually, I've got this one here to do that. Take these big units on. I'll just Take that one back. We've got 80% from there. Kill that one off. Again, it's going to bolster everything else back up again. Big frost bolts going in. Wow, this has been so impressive using these, like having this blizzard or the snowstorm. Not that we've been able to really make good use of anything much just yet. Let's go back. What else we've actually got? We now start to use things like the tentacle to then cause issues as well. And we want to use that, like in here, for example, with this blood cultist, which did cause a lot of damage. So it can't really use its abilities. It's been constricted, so it can't move away from that unit. So we should be able to just keep on smashing that one as we want. We've still got a few different units out through here that we're going to need to pull apart. We've got the White Witch here. Constricting doesn't matter because they're already immobilized. Now they're no longer immobilized, so they can actually sort of start to come back through. I can get in behind to attack some of these. These guys are then going to go after the Knight. The Knight has still got 130 hit points. Yeah, these are just, some of these have just been opened up a little bit too much for me. Wouldn't mind killing that one off, but I've just got nothing else really left back this way to do it. I mean, it's a waste using that. I could hit it with this. Maybe I'll do that. Again, they get their moral blessings. Okay, they're starting to run now. And again, we want to kill off as many units as we possibly can. Not the ones that spawn out, but the baseline ones. So absolutely smashing this. And I think I can afford to, well, I can kill that one off straight away. But I can go in and sort of stop this one from doing anything. I think I'll take it. I think I'll actually move all the way back up to here. And then charge this one. Okay, that's everyone moved. So there's no spell casting from their side anymore. I don't think. Other than just within the... Oh, they've brought that one back to life. So one of the necromancers brought this hero back. Yeah, they're not going after the one that we thought. They're trying to heal up as much as they can. That one's trying to run. No, not yet. Just grab myself a drink of water while they're having their turn. There we go. Actually, that's where it is now, hitting it. The pole arm is a problem for us. Hi T5 Cats and Sapior, hope you guys are doing well. died, which is good. And again, it's all triggered again. This is such a powerful spell. It's actually overpowered. It's one that we picked up. See this little character. Now we can flank hit this one here. We will have to get rid of this guy. So he's come back with a lot of hit points. He's still immobilized. So that unit we're going to have to get rid of this one. Yeah, that one's got a lot of, seems to have a lot of protection. What I'm going to do is I'm going to constrict this one away from that unit. That then frees up this one to get 3 good shots here. So I need to bring that one down. This unit will just keep on smashing this as well. Yeah, this is a necromancer. So this one brought this guy back to life. Two more shots there with the longbow. Get rid of you. There we go. All right. Now they're getting ready to run, some of them. So Maskerman is saying, Daz, do you find 4X games to be more mentally taxing? I guess it depends on against what, but yes, they are. They are. It's sort of, it's funny, you know. Like again, that's a really good question because sometimes you just don't feel like you feel like just playing something sort of where you just go through the paces and this game isn't one of those games. This game is one that you do have to be on your toes when you play it because every hex can, like, this is why being able to save scum, like the game encourages save scumming, and for good reason. Like it really, you know, it sort of benefits, you do benefit a lot by save scumming the game. So it's sort of one of those things where the, what am I trying to say, where the actual, so this one does require, you don't want to be tired when you play this game, basically. But I'm trying to think of other games where they're 4X games that I find that I really just enjoy playing along. It's funny because I'm actually I'm like in a few weeks' time I'm actually traveling to Europe, and so I try to think of things I can play on my tablet. And what I find is that the mentally taxing games, like for example, like Sudokus and stuff like that, I really love playing Sudokus. Like I absolutely love them. It's probably my favourite game to play that's not actually on a computer. So just on the tablet. But I actually ended up buying, because I've got it on the computer, but I ended up buying Worldbox for my Android as well, just so I can actually sit and watch it, just so it's not mentally taxing. It's not really a 4X, but that was just so I can watch a God game. So I'm sort of looking forward to doing that. But yeah, it's interesting. Anyway, that's but it's a funny thing. Like, so not all 4Xs are mentally taxing. Like ones that do actually have like a degree of God game type stuff to them, I think are quite good fun. There's one that actually just hit my desk today, actually, which when I saw it, I thought, I really like the idea of that. And what it is that you build a 4X group, like so you build a little army, and then it just plays on your computer. So it basically, and you don't have to do anything. You can go away, do whatever you want to do, and just leave it. And it's just, whatever you've set up will then just fight for the day. And I quite like the idea of that because it means that you do the first little bit, and then it's just, and then it's not mentally taxing. I forget what it's called, but I was quite impressed with it actually. Yeah, so Maskerman is saying, yeah, I think God games usually have more simulation. What game is that? I'll just show you actually. I'll just go back out to, so I'm now trying to think of what the other game was that I had. Just let me get across to here. Yeah, will it pick up? Yeah, I'll just get my Steam library opened up because, yeah, actually, I don't think I, like, because I get offered a lot of games. I'll go to my own Steam library. I don't think it was in here. Because I think it was just it's just an announcement for this other game. But the game I was talking about is Worldbox. Worldbox, which is just a God simulator, and this is incredibly good. Like just in terms of, you can see they're overwhelmingly positive, 95%, 96%, and literally all you do here is you create like a land mass, or you can just have it sort of randomly then done, and you then just seed it with different different civilizations. You've got like orcs, humans, elves, and dwarves. You can just pop them down along with. Then you've got other creatures like white walkers and stuff. You've got spawners for different things, but the civilizations will then just sort of go and set themselves up in their own area. So you can literally just set it up and then walk away and then come back like hours later to see what's happened with the civilizations. It's an incredible game, an amazing game. But it doesn't require, like you can actually just, you can spawn anything you like at any point. Like you can spawn dragons in, or, so it's one of those things where it's like building a sand castle. Like you build a sand castle and then you kick it over at the end. But in this case, I was just thinking, if I'm on an aeroplane and I could just literally set up an environment like this, because I'm going to be it's going to take me 23 hours to get to Europe, and so I'm thinking 23 hours on a plane is not going to be much fun. But I thought, rather than actually having a mentally taxing game like Sudoku, which I've also got on the laptop, on the tablet, I can then just have this running as well, which is actually really, really cool. So I really like these sort of games, just to sort of see what actually happens. But these have got these are the different sorts of civilizations. They sort of end up building up a bigger, and they do it themselves. Like you don't get to really push much in there, other than to give them different resources if you're wanting them to. There's different biomes. This is actually like a developed area where they build ports, and then they send ships off to go and take other areas. They build up armies. The armies then go and attack each other. If they're not friendly, they have diplomacy amongst themselves. Again, you don't have any real control over this. But there's all sorts of information. Like if you then go, they've got like things like this guy here has got himself a legendary weapon, a mithril devil's bow, and so just so you end up with these heroes again. It just generates these little stories. It's just if you look for them, you'll then find them. But it's a phenomenal game in terms of a God game. It's the best God game I've ever played. So I thought that'd be fun on the Android. So it's like Majesty. Not really, I don't think. Like Majesty for me, it takes more. Like you've got to manage that. Whereas this one here, you're really just inflicting pain on different things. This is a combat that's going on between a group from here and a group from up in here. So they're actually trying to attack each other. So yeah, it's the ultimate God simulator and sandbox game. It really is amazing. It's just phenomenal. So anyway, that's one that's not taxing at all on your brain. It's not really a 4X because you're sort of watching what does go on. God, I wish I could remember what that other one was. It's it's based on a Japanese role play game, but it actually ends up with a. Just bear with me. I'll just see if I can actually get. I'll just see if it's in my Outlook. Let's see if I can find the name of it, because this one I'm really looking forward to be honest. Let's have a look. Where is it? There's a few games actually which are where I've been contacted today, and I just thought, oh wow, that looks great. There's one called actually I might talk about this one as well. Sorry, I hope you guys don't mind me doing this. War Pawns is got a. I didn't bother getting the demo, but there's a demo that's just become available for War Pawns as well. This looks really, really cool. Just as a World War II sort of simulator. I don't know how it works. So I told the dev I didn't have time to play demos, but I'd be interested in the base game when that becomes available. So it's coming soon. I'm not sure when that's coming, but the demo there, I think, you know, that if you like these sorts of games, I think that'd be fun. So it looks pretty cool. That's that one there. I'm not sure how the maps work. I know that they've got a map builder, but I don't know if they've got random maps. Random maps would be awesome. What else do we have? Let's see what we've got as well. Yeah, I've got heaps that came through. So just have a quick look at some of these. I don't want to open them up on the other screen. Yeah, this is it here. So this one is called Duelist. And this one I'm quite excited about. I've just spelled it wrong, of course. That's not it. Duelist Idle Expedition. That's it there. So there's a demo for this one as well. But this one's coming out later, like fairly soon. And so what I can understand with this one here is, I'll just make it go full screen. So what you do is you end up creating like an army, and then down the bottom they just fight. So it's like a JRPG where you end up creating a little force, which I quite like the idea of this. I like games where things just sort of look after themselves, and so they then just get to duel over the course of however long you want them to do it. And again, I'm not sure how taxing that would be if you're trying to do work or anything like that. But I think the idea is that you just let them do their own thing for you. It looks good, doesn't it? So I think that the whole idea of this is essentially that you set it up on the top, and then they just fight they just auto battle down the bottom there. But I really don't know anything at all about it. Actually, I didn't even realise that there was a demo available, but there is a demo there. So if you are interested, that's again, I don't have time to play demos at this stage, but it looks very, very cool actually on that one. Yeah, nice one. So anyway, that's that one just popped on in my inbox today. I had a heap that came in today. But that was there were a couple that really sort of stood out. So sounds like a clicker game. But, well, I don't think you do anything. I think all you do is you set up the top, you play on this sort of world map type thing, and then just set your forces off, and then they just auto battle their way through. So I'm thinking this is a 4X sort of a 4X, where there's where you progress, but and I don't know what the replay value would be like, but it's you build your elite team in Duelist, the idle auto battler that lives on your taskbar. So recruit from a pool of 90 plus JRPG pixel art roles and lead your travelling camp to victory against all the powerful guilds on the continent. So your epic journey continues even when you're busy. So even when you're away, it still actually does its own thing. I just thought that was an interesting take on it. Like when I saw it, I thought, oh wow, that looks really, really cool. Anyway, that's I thought that was something that. So that I guess is a game. I'll just close it off. Yeah, anyway, that was something that did actually sort of pop up. And so, yeah, that one doesn't look very mentally taxing at all. But it's not really a 4X, to be honest. I think most 4Xs are going to be mentally taxing. So Mescaman saying, I've heard of Worldbox. Yeah, it's on my wish list, but I do love 4X. I just find I have to start Age of Wonders early, or else I'm too... Yes. It's funny, though, like, because I woke up this morning, just couldn't wait to get for this fight, to be honest. So, so I don't know if that makes me a super nerd or something, but that's when I do wake up, that's what I think about. I'm thinking, oh, actually, yeah, I've got this Necron fight that and I was thinking I've got this spell now to sort of to create the snowstorm, which we have such a big advantage fighting in now because of the Frostling transformation. I just thought all the dominoes have been set up now for this fight, and this is going to absolutely crush Necron. which is then going to allow me to get to the orcs. So we can now sort of, we now can have to kill a Carissa again, but this should then set Necron back enough for me to now go and start to take back the territory that we've lost. So yeah, I was really excited about this, to be honest. So anyway, it's just funny how things work out. Now we can do another one where we bring something else in. We've still got Sapior. Now we've got that one connected. Sapior can sort of start to smash these, and I'd like to stop the necromancers from getting away. With the defender, yeah, they're not going to be able to do much here. So I should have probably gone for the other one. Critical hits. I can hit pretty much anything I like. Again, we've got another necromancer at the back there. So let's go and hit this one. Didn't do a massive amount of damage. Now got the Warhound, which can charge off into other different areas. Let's go and hit this one again. Not doing as much damage as what it's telling us we're going to be doing. So that should that's showing that we're getting a lot of hits, but then the reality is only about half that. Oh no, that was pretty close, I guess. All right, Began, let's wet this one down and see if we can freeze it. Yeah, it's wet. So we'll see if this one now freezes over, like at the end of the turn. They're just tier 1s. It's been constricted. So I need to get this one up into other areas. Take this one on, I think. Start to bring this up just so we can start to cause other issues up this way. These white witches are great. Now, do we have this one back? We do. So we can go and give another one another attack before we actually attack. Just kill these off. I think we'll give that next attack across to one of the white witches again. Well, that thing's still alive at the back. I didn't even realize. So we have a few different things we can do here. 95% is good. I'll just take that, I guess. So we need to get like that special weapon that she'll end up with getting will actually do a lot more damage then. This one here, we'll just smash this one. Actually, all the spirit damage that we're doing is good. I've still got a spell casting here as well. I think I might go into here. Excuse me. Okay, we'll end our turn. It's been killed. It's eating that one. They're consuming all the dead stuff. It's been constricted. The polearm is causing issues for me. But overall, we're doing very, very well. You can see the damage that the polearm units really are our bane because we've got the eagles. So they're very, very good against the eagles. Now that one, I don't know what happened to that one. So didn't end up with that one anymore. Bending touch. That's a. I'll just heal up a little bit while we're here. So he's wet. Bring those in. Get rid of that one. It's funny, we don't have a real good shot there. Two shots there, I'll take those. And freeze this, that will then stop it from being able to fight back, which means that we can then just do big damage with our baseline units. I can't reach the freezing one there. Critical hits. Get one shot there. Bring that one up. Any graze, but that was enough to kill that one off. Oh, we hit our own. That's not good. We missed. That's down. That's good. Right, smash those. Oops, that's not what we want. It's been slowed down as well. Now, in reality, this one, I think I always want to take this one away now, maybe down this way. Just get it away from the from this other unit. And that's pretty much everyone moved, but I've still got one more spell I can use, and it's just this guy here that is sort of bothering me. Okay, into our turn again. They're all starting to run. So these are still fighting. You can see that they're like, oh, here we go. I will actually say yes in this instance. So you normally would like to chase them down, but I think a lot of them will get killed anyway. So that's a good one. That's a really good fight for us. Took a little bit of damage with this unit here. A couple of the heroes took a bit of damage there as well, but this is awesome. A few of them did make it away, like the Outrider, it doesn't matter. One of the Necromancers and the Pursuer, but everyone else actually got killed. So that was actually a really good, we'll just close that one off. Rewards, the Sundering Pike, that is that one that we were looking at, which I am going to disenchant straight away, because we're not going to be making use of that. Awesome, and then we've got this unit here. Now this fight is very, very one-sided, so it's a safe battle, of course, but it's and we no longer have the so we've killed off. Yeah, this is actually where the other hero is. So we've got one more hero back in here. So this is now the end of their army essentially, with what we're doing. So let's just move in. I'll just do an auto combat here. This one should be very, very one-sided. Yep, that's all good. Again, got the sharpened great axe, which is a tier 3. I don't want it, so I'll disenchant that as well. All right, so we're now back on in the areas. We just want to make sure that we are healing up everywhere. So everyone will heal up next turn. This one here is going to be there for a few turns. Began will be around for a little bit of time as well. Now we've got another charging attack. If I just go page down, this one was coming up anyway, so we'll actually wait for this one to rise up out of here. This is all icy terrain for us. So we'll yep. So Necron is now withdrawn to the astral void, and then we've got rid of the others, so that's all fine. Produced a longbow unit there. We'll move that one down with the others. Now they're sort of almost obliged to come out and attack one of us, the group that's down the bottom there. So we'll just wait for that to arrive. Let's do a quick save. So things are going well. That was great. That was really, really good attack for us. Still coming third of 5. So military is still coming second, actually, which is surprising, even after all that. Maybe I might check again at the start. We're coming first with military. We'll just say goodbye. Leave everyone just where they are for this turn. And then we'll get moving. Hi Turinthel, how you going? And Ruts. Now what's the Starlight Chamber, I wonder? So this is Carissa. And again, we're going to need to destroy her army at some point. So I'm thinking that she would stay back around home. Here they are. Hasteberries acquired. So we got that one from a new place. So that's got 3 of those now as well. Infestation is sending invading forces. We're from small monster den. I haven't cleared those out. We might even split off a group just to take those sorts of things out. Now Chivalton, yeah, 10 turns for the next one. I can spend 150 to go and get the next location, which I sort of wouldn't mind doing, to be honest, just so we can start to get into here. Farms. And then we can take the invading sapling after this. Go that way. So they've now become vassals, and they've got the they'll have that hasteberry somewhere. Not sure where it is. Usually there it is. Hasteberry's there. Hero leveled up. There we go. Got a few level ups. So this is Falcons. Now we've got Falcon's a ritualist. We've done all of the support stuff. We've got Rejuvenate. And we end up down through here with Death Ward. And ultimately, what do we want? Rite of Restoration. I think we're going to go this way. I'll go that side. What's this one here? We've got regeneration. Yeah, let's go healing. So I'll confirm that one. So level 9, this is for Sapior. And back in down this way. Yeah, look at there's not really going to be the Battle Saint. That's more if we're fighting. Okay, Okay, going into defensive mode here gives 3 fervour. Wow. That's where we want to be. We want to get this one here to revive. So we'll confirm that one. We'll just start to head down that track. So this is a one-sided battle. We'll just take this one on. And we'll just do an auto combat here. Got a bit of damage done, but it's nothing sort of too much. Stalwart shield. This is +3 defense. Yeah, that's actually a good one, actually. And that's also Stonewall as well. So let's actually open up the hero screen. So we can't use it on those. Now, this one is a tier 3 as well. It's a tier 4. Let's give this a Beacon. Confirm. Power development skill. Which one did we get? Again, that's useful as well. Okay, level of renown, that's good. Yep, we captured that one as well. Produce the armory. You've got the estate hall here, which just gives us food. Let's just go that way. That'll give us more growth initially. Yeah, again, that's useful. Let's go that way as well. So we'll just grab both of those. Yeah, that's all fine. Alright, well, what we might do is, there's going to be another one coming from underneath, so I think I'll send Falcons back with his group. To go underground. And I'll send him off with these fairies as well. They're all just support. This is a pretty good mix. Yeah, let's send those off as well. So that'll be those two groups. Which leaves me with these 4 to then sort of do our attacking. So I can start the siege straight away. In fact, I can just walk into this, I think. Let's just go back up the top again. Can't attack it as such. I need to actually get where I can actually get one other unit to go further. None of those can. I like that change that they've made to stop the cavalry units from being able to move too far. It's showing me that I can't actually get to there. Let's just keep it going. I do have to be careful of these. I might just keep them sort of close. Move this one back out of the way as well. Now at the moment it's completely on its own, so if anything does come through here, we're in a bit of trouble there. I'm not going to be pillaging things because that'll be an evil action. They'll come back into here, unfortunately, so we'll just have to end our turn there. Did we win that one? Yeah, so they've both... Now this is a safe battle. I'll just auto-combat this one and just play it out if we do lose it. Again, they're attacking because we were weakened, and that it had no choice. And again, it's a good thing to do if you're not going to be able to win. They've got another golden wyvern mount. So I'm going to take this reward. I'm going to open up the hero screen because we already have someone who we do want to give this to. Good old Falcons. Confirm. There we go. Now we can just walk straight in. And we'll vassalize again. Now this is where we definitely want to go back up the top again. So they're just over here. Start the siege. It's going to take 2 turns. I will take this one back again. So we'll just move them in. Oh, those two are now back again. I'll just let them heal up. You're leveled up. It's Began. Began is leveled up. So, what do we want to do here? Cleaving sweep. Yeah, this is good because we can then do all this. Wetness is what we're trying to get to. So let's go and confirm that one. That is done. Empire skill. Okay, they get +2 rank. We have been making good use of that. We've got 5 turns before that one kicks in. Oh, that's nice as well. We can get that one straight away. I'll definitely take that. Sphere of Weakening is now done. So this is the one that we want to now give across to her. So she'll end up with this particular sphere. So it doesn't look any different, but that's what she's now got. Yeah, so Fangir actually missed out. We actually held on here. He couldn't do it. So Runeforge persists, but with with no defenses just yet. That one was captured as well in that last attack. Keeper's Mark. So we'll now gain Faithful. Select new research. We've got Healing Spires. That's during a siege. Retaliating growths or convent. Oh, hang on, I was going to do this one here. sure that we get the invading sapling as the one that we then end up getting. Okay, let's move everyone else up. And this is our ally as well, just coming in to raid this territory. Now we have to be careful if we're within 4 and they come down. I do want to make sure that if that's going to happen, like if we go and have a look and see view which armies. So at the moment, if that one gets attacked, we're going to then be in the fight, which I don't mind that. So we might give support to this, just so we end up draining some of the forces away. So let's just stick close this one. Yep, so I'll keep all them together. Again, they'll just take whatever the most powerful of these actually is. Now, we're not really healing up enough there. I've now screwed up because I've now moved it in too close. Just leave that one away. Tier 3, these are all good. Yeah, we've got some nice units here actually. I might send another one of these back the other way. Again, I don't have to go underground, but I will at this stage. Right, mementos of your former life. So what do we do here? The green lance. We saw this one once before. Again, I don't need that one. Ring of flanking. Don't need that either. Visor of farsight. Want of blizzards. Hindering blizzard always hits range 6. That's actually not bad. Now if we just go back into our heroes again. Yeah, she doesn't need it. I'm just thinking of giving it to one of the others. Just gives Began a long range attack. Hi Fitgal, how you going? Okay, Necron is now returned back onto the map. So Necron is up in here somewhere. We don't know exactly where. So it's going to still take a couple of bounces into this area to do what we have to do. Let's find him. Let's find where he is. I didn't have to go underground because I've just fly across to join up with the others. Let's leave that one out. Now there was the, if we just go back down again, that I think is the army that's coming up our way, but I may be wrong about that. This small monster den is the one that actually ended up sending something out. So I'll go under and then get across down this way if I can. Not that with that one. And we'll get rid of this small monster den while we're in here. Now she has got now solid movement. So we'll take this outpost again, which will just give me an area for healing. There we go, they're moving off. Breach is made. So it's now fallen, but we now need to capture, so 2 turns for that. Now we're still not going to heal up unless I move out and I get a little bit more healing out here. Now we do want to protect this unit again, just with the forces that we actually have. And it's one of these things where I now want to experiment to see if I can actually cast that spell, Flash Freeze, in one of these other locations. So let's just try it in here. It worked. Okay, that's great. That means we can just sort of do this wherever we like. Well, that was an important experiment, that one. I'll keep these others just sitting back with her. So I'll just keep those 2 together. Now she can come down and attack this group. Got bonded vassalage, that's good. Yeah, we've got that other vassal back again. We've got the Astral Dew acquired. New Empire skill available again. 3 turns before that one comes in. We've also now picked up this one here, Natural Order. Yeah, we don't really need that. We're quite happy. That's a good one. I think I'll save up. Although that one, again, I would like that. I think we've got good money, so we can certainly build up our armies. Let's just get that one for now, then we'll save up for the other one. Fangir has returned to his stronghold. So Falcons has yep, gained a little bit there, but nothing else. We'll just close that one off. I think the other group marched off that way. Again, I don't need to be down here, so I'm not going to worry about taking that. Pearlmine province is rioting. I think it must mean that we lose it for some reason. Anyway, this is the one that we just took back. Let them slowly build back up again. We now picked up the last thing we had to pick up there. So we've got things like the Abbey, 10 knowledge per adjacent farm. So we've got a couple of farms there. Don't know if I've only got 2 farms there if I ended up going that way. Don't really have enough farms down this way. It's not really going to be worth it. I think I'll just leave it for now. Cancel that one. What else have we got? This is going to be ultimately be very, very useful. And we're going to have a lot of snow in around these different areas. So I just want to find something fairly weak, and then it will ultimately end up just picking up more and more. I think I'll go this way. So we'll go that way. Let's get them scouting out further afield again. And we'll start to look now for Necron coming back down again. Leave you where you are. If they attack us, they're attacking into snow. It's very useful knowing that we've got that spell. Might as well move this one up now. So actually, no, I'll still keep this one out just to heal up a little bit more. Okay. Yep, here they come. Okay, this could be an interesting fight as well. Yeah, so we've this is a low-risk battle, so they're actually coming. This is exactly what we do want to have happen, where we end up sort of killing off these units, which then opens up the city. Like she'll be back for the final attack, but she does actually have some of these bone horrors. She's got many demonic forces. Now she's attacking into snow, so again we have this blizzard enchantment. So at the end of the attacker's turn, all non-frosting transformation units suffer frost damage. So that's good, and 90% chance of all wet units suffering frozen as well. Now she is the... No, are we the attacker? She's the attacker, unless it means like this side. I think it's at the end of our turn that these actually then kick in. So let's go and do this one manually as well. Now, I may not have time to finish this one off, but this is a good one for us. Now, we've got our ally in here as well. Now, they do fire damage, which is not going to be all that great. Now, we've sort of got them in the middle of both of our forces. And we have some interesting, like, we've got sort of like fire, a lot of fire attack coming in this other side. But again, we have the Arctic blizzards. So actually that little experiment that I did actually ended up being very, very handy again. So it's Began and Sapior. Yeah, just looking at the forces that they have. Houndmaster, we've got the same sort of thing. Got Berserkers, so they're going to be fairly strong. Carissa's going to be the problem, I guess. We don't have the benefit of our main hero. We're immune to Frozen, so that's not going to really worry us too much. Got a Magma Spirit here, that could hurt us. Another one there. And another Berserker stack there. And then a Gremlin. Alright, well, I'm just looking at the time. Probably should, maybe okay. Just we've got to really sort of think through what we're going to be doing here. And because these units are here, I don't get to move these. Where's their easy beats? I'm thinking I'd just take on each side, to be honest, and just like go up in a line, because we don't have control of the center. These guys did take some damage from the blizzard, so that's something we will have to be careful of with them. All right, well, we've got the defender here, so we'll start to move this one up. There's not a real lot of spell casting that they can then sort of go and do that will hurt us. The White Witch, we want to just get into position. Just keep this one sort of in front of, like just working with those units. Now we've got this is the stone wall. Carissa will have spells as well that can cause issues for us, and I think we'll still just take them on as a line, like and not really go too far out in front. Sort of invite the stuff in. Again, Began's now got Stonewall as well. It's the Houndmaster. There's his hounds. Is it a he or a her? A he. All right. So their Houndmasters are on, what are they riding? They're riding wolves. Wargs. I love that. I love how different the actual, even though that's the same unit, it's still got very different abilities. Alright, that's pretty much all we can do with everyone, so we'll end our turn there. Yeah, we do get to move these. I think not our turn. So we do get to move these, just out of turn. That's all. I'll move these up just to sort of focus on this group over here, which is where Carissa is. Elwyn Forest again, just with certain things that we can then go and do. Stunning Flash, Curse. So these are the troops from Eastwatch. We've got Pyromancers again. These aren't going to be honest, they're not going to be all that valuable to me. But these are expendables. These don't cost us anything. So if we lose these units, we don't care. Formed a big group. So we're going to cast the same one as we did before, which is the, like to sort of get these vines, just to sort of lock things down. She did cast a spell, I think. Oh, no, that was the blizzard. She didn't cast a spell, that's interesting. I thought she would have. So various units won't be able to move now. Some will, but it sort of spreads them out. So for example, she can't move. Now Began has now got this blizzard, hindering blizzard. And again, can do pretty good damage in through there with that. We couldn't move and do that one at the same time. Yeah, we don't do much with against Carissa there. Now I can bring some of these units forward. If I do move that one up, what do we get? Only a 43% chance of pulling that one. Let's just move that one back in that case. That one still can move around. That one can't. Resisted the constricting, unfortunately. Move that one up to there. So the Houndmaster, if I get the hounds in, the hounds are really here to as expendable units. 55% chance there. I think I'll take that. Now, Began, what do we want to do with Began? We want Began just to, well, Began's already moved. So it is this group here that we need to be impacting. What I'll do is I will move this one across and just constrict this. Just stops it from being able to move around. Then we've got the Houndmaster up in here. Okay, then we've got this one as well. So 2 shots from there. Nothing too much there just yet, and then we'll just lock this one in just with some support, although I do get a 70% there, 40% there. I'll take the 40%. Near Greys. We did remove the bolster defense, which is good. Then we've got these guys sort of coming in from either side, so we don't really want to be moving it up any closer than this. Not much. Now some of these are constricted. Actually, which ones are? This one can't move. Pretty much none of those from the middle there can move, although there's a hero there as well. Can we get in close enough? Yeah, we can actually. So let's go and take this one on. This will die, but it'll stop. Oh, no, it probably will die. Let's just get it going anyway. It's bleeding and marked. Sapio is not going to be able to do much damage in here just yet. shot there. Actually, I can take this one. Let's do that. Oh no, it's only 3. Oh well, let's give this one a go. Resisted the pull. Yeah, so we don't have the same benefit this time with what's going on. 64% chance to freeze it. Let's just do it. Resisted, unfortunately. We still have the defender. We've still got both of these. Move the defender up. Move this one up to defend as well, but this now opens up this one. I've got 2 shots there with this. Yeah, that's a bit better. 55 that way, I'll take that. Oh, we missed but hit the other guy, that's fine. Then we'll put the stone wall up. Actually, I might bless one of the other units around. I'll bless himself, why not? It's a free one. Fortune, and we'll lock that one down. Alright, that's all we can do this turn, so we'll end our turn there, then move these guys up. Again, we just really want to put pressure on all of these different units. The Fire Giant has got this Volcanic Smash, deals damage to the target unit and enemy units within 1 hex. It's also got this Conjure Runestone. I forget what the runestones do. I think they sort of help. So I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. That was useless. That was useless. I can't undo that. Yeah, okay, that was absolutely pointless. These are susceptible to fire. We have a few of these. Get rid of that unit. So this one here should be almost killing that one off. And then that one will have to sort of get involved. That's all we can really do there. Hopefully we can kill Carissa off this turn. Should be okay with this. He's been strengthened up. That's the gremlin. They're only going after him. I think we'll still be okay here. Yep, so that one's down. Did freeze it. So we're not going to have it all our own way. Did cast Ignite. Now, this is in a bit of danger. We can use this aspect of the route, but I've also then got healers as well. So I've got this one here, which is range 2. So I can sort of bring that one up to make use of it. So let's go and do that. Yeah, we're still going to have to smash up a lot of these. So I can almost kill that one. I can definitely kill that one. Now these as well. We're not going to see much damage there. Carissa, not much. This is again the Houndmaster. This one here, we've got 65 against Carissa. We do have the kill there. But let's just get the kills while we can. We've still got Began as well. Remember, Began can cause wet. Let's take Began straight up into this mix here. And just see if we can freeze with some wetness. Although we do have to get this one out of here. We can freeze that one. 100%, 100%. That's the more dangerous one for us. I just don't quite have what I need there. We definitely want to heal this one up. Burning was removed. Okay, so it's still in the fire. If I go this way, I've still got the spell here as well, the tentacle. Let's move out this way. Kill that off. Yeah, we'll get a free shot against us. I think we'll just move back away. No, that's okay. The wrong way, wrong way. Excuse me, sorry about my cough. I could pull that one in. Let's just... Excuse me, we'll just do the healing again. Now we're going to have the fire giant up this way as well. I think we'll actually just see what happens here with Began. Do a swoop out this way and just cause wetness. Yep, wet, wet. Okay. Hopefully we end up with some freezing. It'll be interesting to sort of see if how that works. Now we also then have look at the other hero back there as well. Forgot about him, and we've got this one as well. We've still got units back this side. Where's our little friend? It's the Gremlin back there, okay. Was constricted. Got a 29%, so it doesn't really, it's not really going to get constricted all that much. Well, let's still try it, I think. Yeah, we got, what have we got here? I'll just keep on using the longbow against this. Let's go on berserk. Critical hit would have been good on a steadfast. It's just kicked in. So it's actually now alive for one more turn. That's fine. This unit, we will move it up. Come on, get it. Good, 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 good. It's been constricted and flanked. Now we can start to do some big damage in here with Sapior. That's 100%. There we go. Get the kill. So it's one hero down. That's good. Now we've still got more spell casting. And again, I want to be focusing on these two up this way. So I'm going to go and grab a one of these, pop it in amongst all of these. Go this way. And our turn. Alright, so now it's the giant's turn. And unfortunately with this wasted thing, I've got nothing much I can really fire at. There's no line of sight. So that was a complete waste. This one can't get close enough to anything. Move it up. Now this lesser magma spirit is almost dead. It was frozen. Nothing much I can do about that one. Pyromancer. Not going to do much damage against the others. still hit Carissa as much. No, we don't want to. Yeah, wet removed. I don't want to do that. I don't really mind if these units get killed. We can kill that one off. Another one down. We do actually have the soothing standard there. Now there's nothing much over this side that we can make use of with that. Yeah, there's not a real lot. Let's just move this one back up this way. Go that way again. Saying it does have an attack, but I'm not sure with who. I don't think it's anything. There we go, it's killed off that one. I don't mind this. She didn't freeze. Okay, going after Began. Not much. And going after Sapior. We should be able to get Carissa now this time. Dead, is it? There it is now. Okay, that's good. So we'll still have to go back and heal up again, but that's okay after we do this. Any constricting in there. Now, Began can kill off that one, but then he's then flanking the others, which we don't really want to have happen. I think with this one here, what I'll do is I'll just try to bring it up into the fight. Let's just keep on sort of smacking some of these a little bit. Come back for Began. Yeah, that kills Carissa, who has frost weakness. Let's do it. So she is gone. Then we've still got the Houndmaster. Just have to kill these off with the longbowman. So I'm missing a heap of comments there. Sorry, Cervantes. I didn't see all those things you said. What are you supposed to do in Necro late game? The undead units seem very weak. Depends on how. I don't know, to be honest. I haven't played them for quite some time. I guess T1 spam build. Yeah, I think so. I think like there's a lot of factions now. The tier 1 units are very, very good. Like even with the faction we're playing, like they're exceptional. So yeah, they would actually, we'd be able to do a lot with just tier 1 units. Yeah, I won't read all of the stuff there. So saying, yeah, so Lima is saying dragons are a trap. I'm not sure what you mean. Looks like you guys have answered yourselves anyway. Anyway, let's just keep on. Sorry, Cervantes, I'm going to pick up the Tome of the Dragon for that. Yeah, anyway, I'll just keep on going. I'll just keep on moving forward. Right, so we have Carissa, keeps on using Ignite, but she's now off the battlefield. We've still got this one here. Let's move that one up. That will kill that one off as well. And then we've got these. So we get Began to just keep on charging in, I think. Oh, they're frozen actually. They did freeze with the water. There we are. Gee, they were slow attacks with that, with what he had there. Anyway, that was good. Yeah, back this way. Where's the gremlins? So they're way back over here now. Big shots here. These hate frost. They hate the white witches. So this is like when they attack us, we also suffer a lot. What goes on there? Right, that's a kill. It's a kill no matter what I do, so I might as well move it up into a better position. Sapio the Duelist as well. I'll take him in this way, I think. It's being constricted, that's good. Still got the spell if I want to use it, but I really am. There's not really a hell of a lot left over for me, so I think I'll just save my mana. Oh, maybe this one. It's going to just move away. Actually, I will use one more. Just use it over here. These. All right, that's fine. Then we've got the so this unit in here as well. So we can use this. You can't do that one there. The volcanic smashes afterwards. Let's go and hit this one. Yeah, I can actually support this one. Let's go and do that. Not the greatest. Such a waste, that one. Alright, we'll end our turn there. Moved out of the way. It's going after Began. That missed, luckily. Here comes the Gremlin, and it missed as well. Sapure. Just fumbling each time. Right, back here. Now the Gremlin back up there. Not going to get a good shot against that one. Let's just kill this thing off. Oh, okay, so when you're saying you're having a conversation about undead builds. I did like, I mean, I stopped playing them because I was playing them too much back when the game first came out. Probably should have kept on playing. I like the idea of the undead units. That little graphic was there. That looks like a mistake. Should be, yeah, they're going to run, so I'll let them run. Oh, there's nothing much else out this way. Actually, I'll just hit it now. It'll just teleport away. Would like to kill this one. And a hero, of course. Let's just go after this one here. I've sort of got, I can do what I need to in there. Kill off that unit. They're all getting ready to run. 2 shots from there at this one. Take that. Oh, so it wasn't the wrong one. Okay, that got rid of that one as well, so he can't escape. I'm going to go no, because I want to kill off some more units before they get away. Probably this unit here, I think. Is that everyone? So I'm going to go no, just because I want to make sure I kill this one. Kill that one off. Right now I don't care about them running. There's really nothing up there that I want to grab. Hit them with something different. Still freeze these. Right, they're down, that's good. There's nothing else down this way. I'll just end the turn. Now all of these guys really don't need anything else in here. They now run away. That was good. So only one unit actually managed to escape. That's great for us. That's now gotten rid of the most of their big stacks, I would guess. So we now just need to heal up. So that was good. Actually, we only played a couple of turns, but in those couple of turns, I think we maybe played 5 turns, but we destroyed 2 big armies, which is fantastic. So. That worked out well. Well, I think what I'll do is I'll just play this one out and then I've got to get going anyway. So, negotiations, the update, yeah, that's all fine. Good stuff. Yeah, so she's now in the void, but we still need to now heal up. Now, we've got this group in through this other side. Now, all of our units, just close that one off for a second. Let's keep on moving up towards Pyre. Bit of damage done. Just auto this one. Close that one. So that's now 4 armies that she had. There's still a couple of armies back there. Let's just move this one up with it as well. I'll just keep this one where that is. Okay, so we can now select new research. Consecrated domain. So what is this one here? Normal domain gains +2 resistance. Yeah, that's only for really defending, which I don't think we are. So we'll go this way. It's funny we didn't actually get to choose that one. Do we have to then cast it, do we? Yeah, bind ancient gold. Okay. Alright, we'll go and do that one. Get that one ready. Let's get a few of these. Yeah, they're at war, so they've already got other vassalage. Just keep on going up and see if we can find Necron's location. Let's leave that one where that is. Yeah, the small monster den. Auto battle this one. Oh, geez. That's not good. We've got the Dwarven Hammer, which we don't want. We've got a Death Beetle Mount as well, which is only tier 2. So I'm just going to disenchant that equipment. Don't think we can do anything with City Ruins. Yep, no, there's nothing much we can do there. There's things like the Scorched Forge, but I won't worry about anything there. I'll just keep them where they are. Again, these are taking a bit of damage. Just stay where we are here. I'm going to leave it there, guys, so I do have to get going. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back again tomorrow. So I don't know what I'll play yet. I don't know if I should keep on playing this one. I've been playing this one a lot, so I'll probably think of something different to play. But anyway, we'll see what we do tomorrow. I'll